Suya ye mama kwa basronko so the Ghana Politics Avenue so ebusuya mama ye mbonra ye nsemu. And no first time I was here, no one subscribe, no one share, no one hit it or notification bell no so am I. Say and ba political airline so near the B about bedum. Ebusuya mama ye mbonra ye nsemu. Ebusuya and the Boahen and lawyer attach ya kopie mo court. Efa da almost 49.1 million skebia. Eye national security ska eye Boahen edi a no ti ade na kopie mo court no. Ebusuya eye nde eye EOCO witness a expose eye Boahen ne lawyer big time. Ama wa explain eye or the evidence abebre court ni say ekwan a Boahen fa so spending that 49.1 million no or the bi esisi adan any bi to top properties bebree nti no ana so kire mi say eye say otena eye say ye de ne be si eye say national security boss no the salary a oje eye 5,000 6,000 7,000 nti ekwan a Boahen fa so esisi adan etoto properties bebree no onti asente omo su say that sika no ewo Boahen ho ene nchechim bebree a ode bai mmenkwo tie nsem a Black Rasta ekafa atachia ene Boahen ho ye ba de aka beto am so.
Watch this. Frustrated Atachia cries in court over EOCO's Cromwell. Samuel Atachia is his full name. Zoe and Co. That's where he plies his trade as a lawyer. We hear he's a fine lawyer. But I see a lot of propaganda around him and time wasting. And that's my opinion. I might be wrong. This is Samuel Atachia. He's an NPP guy. He's a politician. My brother, my sister. And he has availed himself to fight the Boahen case. Boahen is said to have stolen 49.1 million Ghana cedis. And in court, a young man by name Frank Marshall Cromwell from EOCO. This is the guy. Young guy. He's a forensic expert. In fact, crucial forensic expert. Better still, deep forensic expert. This guy. My brother, my sister. And this guy here is working in our national security offices via the conduit pipe of EOCO. He was the one who led the investigation into the activities of Boahen. And he discovered whatever he discovered. He was in court. And he was showing the judge the chart. How Boahen moved the money from the real BNC account into the B.N.C account, tricked the banks and moved the money into that account. When the banks realized how he was blowing the money, they started to blow the alarm, undertones. He was spending the money, nyafu, 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 nyafu. And this little guy was pushed in there to go and do the investigation. And it came out clean. Boahen did not steal money. The finance person did not know that any money was lost, so there was no money lost. What logic? He brought a chart before the judge and told the judge, my lord, with all respect, look at how the money got into the B.N.C account, the cloned BNC account. Boahen is smart. He made the account look like the original. And instead of having money paid into that account, it came into this account and he siphoned money into the same account. When I met him, he told me, Black, look, it's the same account too. He wanted to make an idiot out of me. My brother, my sister, the account numbers were different. This guy was able to tell the judge this and told the judge also, look at how Boahen spent all 49.1 million. If it's for the national security, why did he spend it on prostitutes? Why did he spend it building his own houses? Why did he spend that money on other issues that were so personal to him? Is that national security? Is that national security? In our country, we are so daft. Oh, national security, you don't have to audit us. Hey, go to England and see what is happening. Go to America and see what is happening. Their national security bosses that are dealing with them. Some of them are on trial right now as we speak. But in our country, no, it is a free range for stealing. Maybe Boahen was told that, and he tried to cover his tracks. This guy was able to pull out everything, showed to the judge. And Atachia was constantly saying, oh, my Lord, why are you so interested in this? Why are you so interested in this? Blah. Because the judge was interested in how the money was being spent. How Boahen said the money was not stolen. It was for national security purposes. Yet he was spending it on sex. Bunga bunga. Spending it in building his own estates. Is that for national security? Atachan said he was going to grill this guy. He tried to instill fear in the young man. But Frank Marshal Cromwell met Atachan and they spoke. He cross-examined him and he gave him the answers. And he was asking him things like, do you know what a black budget is? My God. He asked this guy in court, do you know what a black budget is? If you don't know it, then you are not an investigator. If you don't know what it is, then you are a nobody. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to discredit this guy and make him look like he's a Nino who knows nothing and that he's being used. But this guy did the investigation. He remembers every single date. He remembers whatever he saw while he was investigating. He's at his wit's end. His head is young. He remembers everything like a computer. And Atachia is in court, shocked. He thought he was going to be a walkover. You remember he told us that his sweetest day in court will be when this guy comes in? But Atachia comes out of court. The superhero that he is for the NPP and the clique of thieves or the den of thieves, supposedly from that party, he granted an interview. You know what he said in that interview? Do you want to know or you are not interested? Watch this.
Yeah. Senior, during cross-examination, you sought to inquire from the investigator why they didn't go to the national security coordinator about these transactions. How important really would that inquisition would have been for your client?
Then you would have had internal understanding of what works in national security. Because you could see, he said he was trying to interpret a national security account, but he would not go and talk to the account owner for him to understand what the account was about. So what kind of investigation would that be? So I believe that this is showing that this case is a national security matter. The people purporting to understand national security issues, they don't work in that space. And you cannot grant a conviction on another man's ignorance. It's like you asserting that you understand what is happening at the Ochehin's palace. But you won't go and talk to Ochehin or the chief linguist about the matters in the palace.
But how does it deduct from the allegations themselves?
Because it's bogus. It means that you can misinterpret what you saw if you don't reference it to those who know. And now we are talking about account identifier. So they have an account identifier, which is BNC, Director BNC, and then the account owner, the National Security Coordinator, and they didn't know the difference. It's sad. So come and continue.
How does the outcome of this investigation, of this interrogation, mean for your client?
Well, it was a fishing expedition. It was not evidence-based. It was rumor-based. The tip-off should have been referable to national security. Monies are missing in Jubilee House. Where do you go? Chief of Staff. Yeah, that's the nonsense of the case, no?
Thank you very much.
Council, you sought to petition for the life telecast of this cross-examination. How far is that?
Well, we leave it to the wisdom of the CJ. He has a final say in these matters.
Honorable Samuel Atachia. You can see the frustration on his face. Cromwell is giving him a serious run for his money. From here, He's going to blame those people who told him that the guy is a walkover. Oh, nimshe, wait. Ah, ya ni na ejuma. Where on nimshe? Ah, on nimshe no karibia. This is Atachian. Did you see the confusion on his face? A whole maze, M-A-Z-E, is dancing on his face. Hi! Now, it is very easy to read confusion on a bald-headed man's head. You see that he starts sweating on the bald head. My brother, my sister, this is Samuel Atachian. Did you hear what he said? He said it's a fishing expedition. A man cannot be convicted based on another man's ignorance. That's why he's asking him, hey, do you know a black budget? Do you know a black market? Do you know a black spot? Do you know a black eye? A black budget, a black market, whatever it is according to the English dictionary is illegal. So if your client is interested in dealing in black markets and in black budgets, then it's now time to deal with such a dubious client. My brother, my sister, Cromwell is not scared of Atachian. He has been able to deliver. He remembers everything he saw in the investigation. He has given it to them. Woto. Atachian, from where he stands, can see the jailhouse door opened wide. But when he looks at the budget, how much his client has probably paid him, he can't go back to the client and say, you know what? I told you at the beginning it was a very bad case, but we tried our best. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, Ghana is going to win. Whether we like it or not, it is glaring. Everybody is interested in the end product. You can dribble and dribble and dribble and dribble. We will applaud you. But where it matters most is when the ball is at the back of the net. And the ball is already in the back of the net. Cromwell and EOCO and the Attorney General and his deputy, they are talking. Say, my Lord, forget about all this beautiful dribbling. The ball is in the net. This is how Boahen spent that money. He spent it on bunga bunga. He organized big parties for himself and his prostitutes. He bought houses for prostitutes. He was flying left, right, and center with prostitutes. This guy, he built houses, estates all over the place. A civil servant. How much was his salary? 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. How did he make that money? Are you crazy, Ghana? Your salary was 6,000. The following year, they increased it to 7,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Every year, 1,000 was added to your salary. Now you own estates all over the place. Can you explain? We don't even need you to explain. We have it. This is how much money you made. You paid money to buy this, to buy this, to buy this, and we have been able to pinpoint all those things. Lawyer is still in court. And the thing he said here that made me laugh my heart out. He said, if you are investigating somebody on a tip-off, and then you come across a certain account, you have to ask the account owner, if Boahen has allegedly been able to clone and steal to the point that even the finance person couldn't understand, you don't need Boahen to come and sit and tell you more lies. He met me and told me lies, and I believed him. A week later, I decided to go deeper. And when I went deeper, I realized he was a crook. I could have kept quiet and taken whatever he had to offer me and become a big boy, flaunt it on social media. Oh, Black Rasta is now rich. I have a G-Wagon. I have a 10-bedroom house at East Legon. Yeah, I'm a big boy. But no. chickens are coming home to roost. And to Frank Marshall Cromwell, thank you so much for this painstaking investigation. To Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayine, yes, the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, and your deputy, one Dr. Stremsai, and of course, the capo di tutti capi, the blue suit wearing capo of our national security, EOCO office, Raymond Archer. Great work done. Whatever the result, I doff my hat for you guys every day. Is the Black Pots, aka Kuku, show them up. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 3. Watch this. Dodo. Hi. I can't wait to do this story. Former finance minister finally reveals reason he built a mosque, not a factory. Former finance minister finally reveals reason he built a mosque, not factory. Who is this former finance minister? Muhammad Amin Adam, aka Amin Anta. We were both born and bred in Tamale. My house number, I extension 7. His house number, I extension 6. My brother, my sister, at Ababu. That's the Dagomba way of saying Abuabo. Abuabo. Say Ababu. We grew up together. We played football together. We went to school together. He was born in April and I was born in September, same year, 1974. So we are colleagues. He became finance minister of the Republic and I was so happy for him. Courtesy Baomia, who recommended him. He's a studious guy. From when we were growing up, he was so interested in school, just like me. His father was a big malam, teaching Quran in the area and the madrasas. He grew up as a pious Muslim, praying 5 times a day, fasting in the month of Ramadan, saying nafilas late at night, waiting for Laylatul Qadr. This is Amin Anta, a young man, yes, 52 years young, and he became finance minister. He probably was the first northern finance minister of the Republic. I'm not too sure. I was excited, knowing how he grew up. He speaks a bit of Arabic. He knows the Quran and the Hadith. And at the same time, he also teaches in some of the madrasas time after time. He became finance minister, an MP for Karaga. You say Karaga, correct pronunciation, Karaga. Karaga. My brother, my sister, this is Baomia's boy. Baomia likes him. My brother, my sister, and when he became finance minister, his duty was to clean up all the dust, all the debts accumulated by that fugitive who is now in America eating pizza and drinking, what's that thing? How is it called? Cappuccino. And probably smoking pizza, smoking cigar. Kenoforiata. This is Muhammad Amin Anta. Muhammad Amin Anta decided to build a mosque. Hey! And he invited the chief imam all the way from Nigeria, flew into Ghana, invited the chief imam. They flew him in all the way to Tamale, Wambaya. And Baomia was also there. It was a 6,000 capacity mosque. And the outside could take 4,000. My brother, it cost between 3.5 million and 5.5 million American dollars. This is the mosque. My brother, my sister, Yesterday we talked about it. And today I decided to ask Muhammad Amin Anta for an interview. Why did you build a mosque instead of building a factory? This was the question I posed to him. And he moved back 2 steps and moved towards me 2 steps, smiled. The smile on his face vanished all of a sudden. And then he started to spit into the microphone. Muhammad Amin Anta, why did you build such an exorbitant mosque rather than a factory or a university for your people? Watch this.
So when I nsema a course or court in there, and I'm exposed a year EOCO witness, expose a year a Boahen, and then the lawyer and there, ama a year attaching why frustrated by some subscriber and not subscriber, no I share, no I hit on notification bell, so am I saying send you a political and so I need to be about the other